Yeah, throw it.
Congratulations on the win. How
Thank
happy are you with that performance?
You know, I'm okay. You know, I'm just coming off knee surgery, so that threw me off just a little bit, just in training wise. I was a little heavy for the camp, so I had to lose a lot of weight for the camp. But overall, I felt pretty good. You know, a completely different fighter than the guy I trained for. You know, I trained for the Russian striker, very explosive type guy. This guy's very lanky, very awkward, strong in different situations. Just a complete, if you could pick the complete opposite of the guy I was supposed to fight, that's what I got. So it was an awkward fight, but overall, once I got a hold of him and I figured out what he was trying to do, it was pretty easy to win.
So were you still having a game plan for him, or is it one of those?
No,
things
I looked for tape on him. There was almost nothing. You know, complete newcomer. Just really had no idea how he was going to fight, if he was going to be strong, if he was going to be quick. I didn't know anything about him. But overall, you know, I'll tell you what, the kid is awkwardly strong. He could be, he's a very unorthodox but interesting fighter. You know, I don't know if he's good, I don't know if he's bad, but he is hard to fight.
Had you ever heard of him before?
I've never heard of him, never once. You know, I talked to a few guys that knew from where he was from, because he's from up north where I used to be from. And they were just saying, man, he's awkward. Just expect an awkward fight. You know, he doesn't hit that hard, he's not that fast, he's not that strong, but when you fight him, he's just super awkward.
So you just rely on your instinct as a fighter then when you...
Well, I mean, this is my 7th year anniversary in the UFC in September. You know, I'm one of the best fighters in the world, and, you know, I can fight anyone. You know, I had multiple times, they told me I could not accept the fight and get paid. I said no. Then he didn't make weight. They said I could not take the fight and get paid. I said no. I took the fight, and I came in and I beat him.
Can I feel bad for him that he had to give up some of his purse because he took the fight on like a little over a week's notice?
You know, I do and I don't. You know, I mean, if I see the guy, I congratulate him, because there's the whole 55-pound division that could have took this fight, and nobody took it, and they had to go get a newcomer to take it. They even got turned down a few times in that. So no, there's not very many people on short notice that want to fight Nik Lentz. Now, I don't blame him, but at the same time, I mean, good for the kid for stepping up. Of course, if he came in a little overweight, who cares? He took the fight. You know, good for him. I'll take him out to dinner later.
Do you know who turned down the fight?
No, I mean, I'm not a little snitch like that, you know. So, you know, you guys are gonna have to figure that out on your own. Plenty of big names, though, I'll tell you that.
Right. You worked with a fitness PT for this camp, right?
Yes.
What happened with Dolce?
Nothing happened with Dolce. I demanded a little too much of his time. You know, I wanted a complete 24/7 trying to talk to him and stuff. And Dolce's such an entrepreneur. He's got so much things going on that we have no problems. We're still good friends. It's just as a fighter and as a person, you know, I'm going to have my first daughter. I need the 24-hour thing. So I talked to the fitness PT guys. They could give that to me. For Dolce to give me that much time, it would cost more money than I have.
I know the timing.
But don't get me wrong. I still think that George Lockhart is a genius, and he's done things. And his partner Dan, they did things that I didn't think were possible.
I know the timing didn't work out, but are you disappointed you couldn't get that BJ fight?
Yeah, you know, I mean, the whole thing with BJ is this. You know, I went and trained with him. I never talk about training. I never do these things. That's ridiculous. You know, I went down there, I tried to help him out. I pretended to be someone I was not. And then I came home and I heard some crap talk about this. As far as I'm concerned, I don't care about BJ Penn. He can do whatever the heck he wants. If he ever wants to fight, it's not that hard. I'll fight him at 155 pounds whenever he wants to fight. He challenges me. He literally, when he challenged me, I woke up on a stretcher coming out of knee surgery. He's like, you better come here in March or whenever the hell it was. And I'm like half asleep getting my knee worked on. So it's just ridiculous. He says, oh, you fight at 55 pounds, but behind the scenes he says you only fight at 45 pounds. Well, guess what? You know, and now he wants to fight George St. Pierre at 155 pounds. You know, we can fight at 300 pounds on the fucking moon if he wants to, but, you know, I mean, accept a real fight. If he wants to fight at 155 pounds, let's fight. If not, then me and BJ can be friends, we can be enemies, I don't care. BJ Penn means zero to me, but I'll fight anybody.
But it's a big name, right?
Yeah, of course. Yes, of course. Of course, he's a two-time champion. He's one of the best fighters ever. I used to really like BJ Penn. I used to think he was cool. I used to like his attitude, the just scrap thing, doing all this other crap. But then he just turned into a baby and started yelling at me about practice. I mean, fuck.
How do you think he'll do against Ricardo Lamas?
You know, I don't know. You know, Ricardo Lamas is really good. So is BJ Penn at sometimes. You know, the fact is, if you come in this ring and you fight and you lose, you fucking lost. Get over it. If you come in the ring and you win, you're happy. You take care of your family. And then you go home and you fight somebody else. You don't talk about practice. You don't call out people for things that don't exist. You don't have to make it all that personal. You just go and you fight. You know, look at Diaz and McGregor. Those two hated each other. What did they do at the end of the fight? They appreciated each other. They didn't sue nobody. They didn't yell at nobody. They didn't go to Twitter and say someone was greased. They didn't do any of this other stuff. They just went and fought, and they got paid. Why can't we just all just accept that? Let's go fight and get paid.
Nik, removed now 6 months from surgery. How does the knee feel after this camp and fight?
You know, I had no idea how hurt it was. And actually, neither did the doctor. You know, we went in there. He's like, your knee's really hurt. He's like, it's going to be about a 3 months thing. He opened that thing up and he said, Nik, you ain't going to be fighting for a long time. They sewed it back up. They fixed it. It took a long time. And rehab was terrible. But overall, you know, now I feel like I got an iron leg. So it feels amazing.
Who do you want next if it's not BJ Penn?
Well, I want BJ Penn.
Oh,
If he wants to fight, yeah, of course. BJ Penn wants to fight. I'm right here.
What happened to the poems?
Man, I got plenty of poems. I got poems all I could write poems all day. The point is, I'm not gonna write a poem for a guy that ain't gonna fight me. You know, it's really easy to chit chat, right? You go on Twitter and say, I'll fight anyone whenever I want. Well, when they put the paper in front of your face and you don't sign it, then you won't fight anyone whoever you want. But people don't see that. You know, it's not hard. There's two things that are involved. Number one, if my daughter's being born, I'm probably not gonna be fighting. Number two, if I'm hurt, I can't fight. That's it. Otherwise, if you want to sign a paper that says Nik Lentz, I'll kick your ass.
I know you're not getting BJ Penn, but is there anybody kind of a big name that you'd like to fight? That
Anyone in the top 10 at 55 pounds. Anyone. If you want to fight and you're at the top 10 at 155 pounds, I will whoop your ass.
Would you like to welcome McGregor to 155? I
don't think he's fighting 45 or whatever, you know? Well, I mean, it's just like a trick question. Do I want to stumble upon a cache of money? You know? I would fight McGregor with both my hands tied behind my back for that kind of money. He can come here right now and just fucking kick me in the head. All right, come on. If I'm fighting for that kind of money, I'll fight anyone. I'll fight him and Anderson Silva at the same time.